I used to be an ultramarathon runner, but that all came to an end with two significant events. In 2013 I had a sudden cardiac arrest, and then in 2014, while I was recovering, I decided to run 475 kilometers from Ottawa to Toronto. That left me so injured that I had to put running aside in favour of other physical activities. I'm making the short drive from my house up to the Oak Ridges Moraine Trail, which is about 3 kilometers north of King City in Ontario, Canada. And I'm going to go for a trail run today. I'm hoping to do about 10 kilometers, and it's going to be the first run that I've done in, I believe, at least 10 months, maybe even a year. But that's a little bit misleading because I have been training. I've been riding a bike, and actually it's the 7th of February today, and yesterday was the first day this year that I haven't ridden. I took a rest just because I knew I was going to be coming out and doing something a bit more intensive today. And I'm just curious, this is a little bit of bro science, and if you don't know what bro science is, I'll put a description somewhere here on the screen. This is a little bit of bro science. I'm interested because I feel like I'm really fit on the bike. I'm interested in how that translates to running, whether the exercise and the training that I've been doing will translate, and whether I'll actually be able to run 10 kilometers fairly comfortably in the snow over a hilly trail. The trail's easy to follow, you just have to keep looking for the white markings on the trees. This is how they indicate a right or left turn, and in this instance it's a right turn, otherwise you'd be out there in the lake somewhere. Morning. How's the ice? So I'm just going to pause and walk for a minute so that I can actually breathe enough to be able to talk, and show you that this beautiful piece of road is Jane Street, and it continues in the direction that we're walking for about 10 kilometers. And despite how, well, relatively quiet it is out here, and despite how beautiful and peaceful, in 10 kilometers time it goes into one of the most densely populated areas of Toronto. And that's the great thing about this part of Canada, is that you're right up amidst cities and densely populated urban areas, and then you just wander just a kilometre or two, or even in some cases a street or two, and your environment is totally different. Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys. When you first approach this, you think, oh yeah, that's a barn. Pretty big barn, but it's just a barn. And then you start to look a little closer at how intricate it is, and you realise that a fair bit of money went into this. When you just look at the brickwork on that end of the barn there. And so you kind of assume that the person who owned it and built it must have been fairly wealthy. If that's the assumption that you've come to, you would be absolutely right. This barn with this amazing foundation was a dairy barn. I don't know if you can see the stalls in there. There's the dairy stalls, and it was actually built by Henry Palat, who also built an enormous castle down in Toronto called Castle Loma. I'm not that smart. There's a plaque on the end here that pretty much tells us that. That's the experiment over, and no surprise, yes, you can run 10 kilometers in fairly difficult conditions purely on cycling training. That's not really that earth-shattering. I assumed I was going to be able to do it. I was really interested though, that I was struggling quite a lot initially with things that I never feel when I'm cycling. My left calf muscle was really tight, my ankles were really sore, my breathing was really labored, and I was thinking to myself after 2-3 kilometers, maybe I'm not going to be able to do this. But then I guess muscle memory kicks in and all of those things just dissolved, and the general fitness that I've got from cycling, and cycling pretty hard over the last few months, helped me to be able to complete the task fairly easy. So I was really interested with the results. I think that I'm going to start to intersperse a little bit more trail running into my fitness regimen, and just I'll see if the injuries come back. I'll pay attention to them, and hopefully I can I can increase this aspect of my fitness more and more. Anyway, I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of Southern Ontario, and I'll see you on the next ride or run.